We're gonna eat at Le Fleur. He said it has good couscous.
He said it's for tourists, but it's also very inexpensive. So he said it's really good. We're gonna trust him.
Oh yeah, it's even got the EU flag. For all those Euro trash.
This is definitely my first experience with Moroccan food. So I ordered the Moroccan soup and that came first obviously because soup comes before the meal. But as you can see, he put out a tablecloth and all the everything out for us. And I'll say this, to be honest, we're not this fancy. This is far too fancy for us. Thank you. As you can tell by the Coca-Cola. We're far. How fancy. Alright, thank you. Yep.
Okay, the proper way to eat soup. See, you have to sit up straight. You gotta aerate your soup. It's good soup.
What is this?
This one is tagine kafta. This is a meatball tagine with egg.
That looks
This one is couscous royal. It's coming with different meat, lamb and beef and chicken, with vegetables as well. And the broth in the side. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
I assume the broth goes on the top, so bottoms up, my boys. Just put a little bit of it on for right now, just for the sampler bite.
The broth good?
Yeah.
Hearty?
No. Wait, I met a chef. I know how to sample food now, right? It's really good. I don't know what it is because I don't really know what goes into couscous specifically, but it's kind of sweet. Maybe that's because of the coffee that I've been drinking with a lot of sugar in it, but it definitely had like a little sweetness to it, which is interesting. So, yeah.
How's the meat?
It was good. It was good meat. Got carrot, got, I don't know, got stuff. Potatoes. Yeah, it's definitely a little sweet. I like it. Eat couscous in Morocco. Do it. Let's see, I'm gonna get a meatball. It's still extremely hot, but it's cooling off. It's really, really good. The meatball is good. I'd say it also has a little bit of a sweetness, which is weird for a meatball, but it tastes really, it like works really, really well, I think. And then, I don't know what these are. I think they're like lentils. I think it's like lentils.
Try the red pepper in the middle.
That is a really, really good flavor. And then inside the egg is a tiny red pepper. I think this is tomato. Oh no, it's pepper.
It's not that spicy. I ate one.
No, it's good. We got a nice little flavor. Yeah, I think this is a good, wholesome, like hearty food. I think it's really, really good. I give it a very high rating, I'd say. And I know it's a very, very like popular, famous food that you need to try when you come to Morocco. I also want to say this drink that they have is really, really good. Like, I think it's outstanding. I don't know if you guys know what this means, but if you've seen this drink before, just let me know because I want to know where I can get it in the United States. This stuff is phenomenal. It pairs really well with it. I just gotta say that. So, cheers.
So we came in this restaurant trying to get food. Unfortunately, I think their kitchen shut down because breakfast just ended. But apparently Tom Cruise came here or met the owner or something.
What the fuck Tom Cruise doing in this random? We're not in like a touristy place. I think we're in like.
Kinda are. We're next to the palace.
Yeah, that's true. But pretty weird. Tom Cruise came here. We're looking at you, Tommy
And
boy.
some other people who are famous in other places that we don't know about.
Yeah, none of them being Tom Cruise. Look,
We got
Tom Cruise is
Twilight.
so. Tom Cruise is so prominent that he's even in this picture with another picture of a picture.
This guy replaced a king. So he must be kind of big.
Yeah. That's weird. Not this place? Oh, this place?
So all of our drinks came and I got the orange blossom special. This is orange blossom tea. And it's actually a really interesting flavor. This is the first time I've had orange blossom tea and I really liked it.
Yeah, and you know me, guys. I don't know how to pronounce this yet. Like, I'm still, but I really, really, really like this drink, and I don't know if I can find it in the U.S. Again, please tell me in the comments if you know how I can get this in the U.S. If there's like a specialty shop that sells Moroccan drinks, just let me know, because I really like this drink a lot. And I guess he does too, so.
Alright, my second drink has finally arrived. This is my Moroccan coffee. This is my orange blossom tea. I haven't tried the coffee yet. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time because I have a very limited quantity of it. But I got my sugar cubes, and when our food comes out, when we first do the food thing, I'll probably tell you about how the coffee tastes. Actually, you know what? Just for you guys. I'll inconvenience myself for you guys. I'm gonna put the sugar in first.
Yeah, that way it melts as you pour upon it the coffee.
I'm just using my fingers. Je suis un barbarian. Too much?
He's getting triggered by the amount of sugar.
Alright, the Moroccan says no.
It's,
Toi, c'est bien. Oh, mix it? Oh, it's very thick.
oh, so they leave. There's nothing to strain the grounds out of it, or
There's something solid in here at the bottom. Oh, I bet it's cinnamon. I bet this is solid cinnamon.
here's my fruit. Merci, merci. Wow, I don't know how I'm gonna eat this. I literally have no idea how to eat it. Senor, can you?
Yes.
Yeah. ¿Está bien? Muy rico? Si bien. Also, just so you know, I'm speaking Spanish to him because I don't speak any French and he speaks Spanish
A little bit.
a little bit. So Lane speaks French to him because he speaks a little bit of French, and I speak Spanish to him because he speaks a little bit of Spanish, and I speak a little bit of Spanish. All right, here. Let me do my fruit review while your coffee
Here.
cools down.
Do me a favor. Before you get into it, can you scoop me a little sampler piece out? It'll taste a little bit like cinnamon coffee.
Oh, that's pretty. All right, let me try my fruit. Much like a pomegranate, the actual fruit part that you consume is the membrane around the seed, which, if you know anything about the evolution of plants, that's really good. You get the birdies to eat the seed to get the fruit, and then they shit it out. Tastes just like a kiwi.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
kiwi. That's
Really
good. First things first, I'll try the.
It's a little less sweet than a kiwi.
Yeah, it's more bitter. I'd say even a tiny bit sour,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's good. This has a very strong flavor. I don't know what you'd describe it as, but there's something like, there's some underlying flavor in there. It's not like cinnamon, which I think is also in here, but there's something in there. It's interesting. I couldn't place it.
What's your honest opinion of it? Do you like it?
It's pretty bitter. I'm gonna say no. Not really.
Sacré bleu! Well, you heard it here first. Moroccan coffee. Not for everybody, but maybe for you.
It might have been the fruit, and it might be that I have two very sweet things that I just did going into this.
Also, he didn't allow you to put all the sugars that you wanted into it. Lane does put a lot of sugars in his coffee generally, so.
I can see why Starbucks hasn't picked this up yet.
Not for everyone. Come out. Our food's starting to come out now, and he got the, what's it called?
Is that kefta tahine?
Tagine, yeah. Kefta tagine.
Not tahine.
Yeah, kefta tagine. Lane got his soup.
Herrera.
And
Brewers.
Brewitz.
Brewers.
All right, I'm saying all these wrong probably, but Lane, what do you think of your soup? I tasted it already. I thought it was really, really good. It's like minestrone soup, but I think it's actually better. I think it has a really nice, like, vegetable flavor. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a big soup person normally. Actually, when I ordered this was supposed to be a pastry, but I think there was something lost in translation maybe though. But yeah, this soup is pretty good. It's like I said, I'm not a big soup person, but this one's definitely good.
Here's our tagine.
The flavor actually, a little bit, kind of reminds me of like clam chowder. Like the chowder, you know?
Like the flavor of it, you think?
The flavor.
Oh, I didn't get that at all, but there you go. What kind of tagine did you get?
Kefta.
Here, this is really a thick crust. It's crisp. It's like very crisp. Here, let's see.
One more thing I'm going to add before he starts getting into his pastries is this also came with the, what are they?
The soup. The dates came with the soup.
I got dates with soup. So we genuinely have like a huge smorgasbord of Moroccan foods to kind of sample out here. We got the drinks, we've got the pastries, the soups, we got lots of tagines.
For me, I think about dates and I think of it as very Mediterranean, a very Mediterranean thing, so I really enjoy that.
For all my friends who are watching this, I know you guys know what swallow is, but I guess this is Moroccan swallow. Yeah, it's literally just... that burned my fingers really bad.
Gotta wait for it to cool down a bit.
C'est très chaud.
Delicious.
Just like spaghetti back home.
A little tomatoey? Yeah. It comes in a tomato sauce, so.
Yeah.
So, I got chicken and meat. They differentiate. Meat, I assume, is maybe beef. But this is, I think it's like a little bit of sweetness on top of there, which is an interesting thing. Let's see.
Is it a meat eclair?
So this one's the chicken, and they put that's like a little bit of sugar on top. That's really, really interesting because the chicken has a lot of spice. Like, it's not spicy, not at all. Like, not at all spicy, but it's spiced. Like, it has a lot of flavor. And the savory and the sweet pair really well together. And I don't know if the camera was close enough for you to hear the crunch that when I bit into it. That's a really, really nice texture. That's really, really good. I like that a lot. Now let's try this. This is the other one. I think this is a neat one. So no sugar on this one. I imagine it's going to be more savory. Wow.
really good. All right, and his food just arrived in time. Messy.
Oh, his is definitely the nicest presentation of food. Green beans and lemon.
A lot of vegetables, a lot of potato.
Sure.
He said it's hot.
Oh, it's hot, yeah. You can see the steam billowing off of it. I'm definitely gonna give this a little time to cool down, but once it's cooler, I'll take a sample for you guys.
In the meantime,
I'll taste the things that he just tasted and tell you that they're good or not.
I'll just grab them off. Which ones?
The ones that don't have bites taken out of them.
I couldn't see because the
Oh, this is like cinnamon on the top, it looks like. Like powdered sugar. And
yeah, it's like powdered sugar.
Here, show a cross section. Yeah, this is very flavorful. It, like the outside texture is like wonton or like an egg roll with the chicken, and then the sugar and the flavoring that they put inside is it's very unique. It's very, very unique. Maybe unique to me, maybe not to people from the region. Also very good. This honestly just tastes like an egg roll. Like I would dip this in some soy sauce and it'd be good to go.
For me personally, I would say that the chicken one is better, specifically because it's more different. It's very different than anything I've had, whereas that is more something that I would normally eat.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy both though. I could eat both of these,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, as a snack anytime. Morocco's definitely got a very, very interesting, very diverse food culture. One thing I'll say about Moroccans that I can't say about every place that we visited is they are very, very diverse in their spicing and flavoring. Some of the places we go, they have one pepper, one Tagine that they use everywhere, like Mexicans, and they use the flavor over and over and over. It's not a bad thing. It's still delicious, but it's really, really good. They have everything, it comes out very, very diverse. I guess that's kind of something that comes with being at the very edge of Europe and sub-Saharan Africa, the Arab world, and to an extent even the Americas.
Morocco, the center of it all. You can see it's fogging up my camera. It's so hot still, but you can see the ingredients. You got olives, potato. It looks like zucchini, and then here let's see here. You got one lemon for flavor and garnish. It looks like green beans. I'm gonna get that lemon out of there. Now let's see, carrots. Oh, the vegetables are really soft. That's good. And then the meat down below. Delicious. Still looks like it's pretty hot, but I'm gonna give her a try.
Alright, so I got some meat, some green beans, and some potato. The olive comes through pretty nicely. I think if you're a fan of olive and you're also a fan of just hearty, more simple kind of food, then this is a really, really good meal. This is a very meat and potatoes kind of dish, but you have the olive flavor, which I like olive a lot, so it's a pretty crucial ingredient, I think, in this dish. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I will be honest, I like the kebab better. I think the kebab is better, but this is also very good, the Berber one. Makes sense. Berbers, nomadic people, just wanted to have like a
Live hearty, eat hearty.
live hearty. It is a hearty meal that'll fill you up.
I think the kefta tagine probably appeals to a European palate more, but this is a good dish. It's a simple dish, meat and potatoes, can't go wrong. I like it.